What's it like having a big dick? Honestly, it's wildly uncomfortable and inconvenient unless you're with a girl who is currently enjoying it. Women go around looking for bigger dicks, but when I search for a smaller vagina, suddenly it's a felony. That's out of pocket. Anyway, I did want to take this time to just talk about, big dicks and what are, how size actually matters. And I think a lot of people just assume that size matters on the precipice of, your dick's got to be like wombo jumbo combo over here, but it's not. It ain't got to be none of that. It's a combination of two things. First and foremost, one, genitalia size. Your size, yes, as a man, your meat, and the other thing is your mate also has to have an adequate sized vagina. Women, you obviously have your life experiences and the reason why your vagina could have expanded out, but do understand the male penis doesn't get smaller, but the vagina does get wider. I'm not saying it's women's fault, but at the same time, I'm not saying you can't blame men for having smaller dinglings when it's actually you who probably just went bigger and you can't go back, to an average size. The other part, believe it or not, is actually the size, your actual physical body size. If you have a woman with like big ass, like 3 fucking feet of ass, that's actually very huge. Let me take it back. If you have a woman with like 6 inches of ass meat hanging away from her body, you know what I mean? You're trying to hit it from the back and you only have 6 inches. I mean, just to do quick math, nigga, that you ain't getting in there. Typically, that's another thing too, is when you see porno, you see a guy, by the way, who is probably average. I mean, he may have a somewhat bigger dick, but he's like average. But then you will go against these little dainty women and it's like, yeah, of course you're gonna fucking destroy this like daintier woman. Your meat's big, she's small, like,
nigga, that is rape. You can't fuck that lad, dog.
So I don't want, no one to feel bad about this, especially when we promote, body positivity and bigger women. Size matters in 2 fronts, genitalia and body size, all right? Who made Bad Dragon? Just to prove my point. Before I head out, who's Bad Dragon for? All those are based off of like horses and actual dragons and dogs. I'm just saying, why does that exist?